Oh, baby. Welcome to the Challenger Series episode 15. We're in it. We're in it hard. What is this? Raid 32? And we are actually... Let's see. We're at 12,751,000 at raid 32. That is kind of on track for... honestly, quite a bit. Quite a bit of success. So, welcome, by the way. And for those that are joining us the first time, oh, my OBS is being a little bit of a, it's asking for a powerhouse, asking for lots of energy. It wants it. Hopefully it doesn't choke too hard. Anyway, that's actually pretty good compared, or considering we have like 4 deaths. No, actually, I think we have more than 4 deaths now. But let's see. What we're supposed to be at like 15, 16, 16 mil. So that's 4 mil under. It's pretty far. I think we're still going to have to either get really, really lucky, which is honest. This is why we're running woods again. We're gonna have to get really, really lucky, or we're going to have to utilize making up some of those deaths by getting at least some successful raids and then kind of just taking whatever comes. Because, like, Tarkov's going to be Tarkov in so many different ways. You can't really control it. You can't explain it. It just kind of happens. However, it is important to sort of roll with those punches. That's like nothing. The Provital's okay. It's like probably 20 grand. You gotta learn to roll with those punches if you're gonna play the game. This is not a game that is for really kind of anybody that's genuinely going to get very upset by a loss, right? Obviously, you know, you have those that play like League of Legends and stuff like that who don't like losing, especially because you spend like a pretty long time in a game. And with this, you can spend, you know, upwards of 50 minutes in a raid, which is quite a bit. It's not as much as League, it's not as much as like some other games, but it still sucks to lose that, and then it kind of seems like it's all for nothing. Thankfully, if you're playing this game in a way that is active, you're always getting something out of it. It's not much when you die. Like, obviously you're still gaining skills, you're still gaining stats, you're still gaining, you know, experience, you're still gaining whatever you stick into your secure container, or, you know, even if you're at the alpha level, getting to the point where you have a docs case where you can put some money and put some keys and put some stuff in there, you know, you're still going to lose money because of whatever kit you had on, but it's not going to be crazy. You're still going to have something there that recoups a little bit of it. Now, with that being said, I know that doesn't make anything feel any better when you're sitting there going, yeah, but I spent like 500,000 on my kit, which was a lot of money for me, and I just lost it all, so good thing I gained 20,000 in return. Yeah, that seems like, yeah, no, that sucks, for sure. Obviously, insurance comes into play too, and especially because you're spending... Now, if you're spending 500 grand on a kit, you're probably spending another 100 grand on insurance, which sucks. And that makes this game full of pain. In fact, I was watching Markstrom stream, another Tarkov streamer. I was playing something else, but I mentioned, I was like, yeah, I've been doing, like, you know, these videos. Whoa. That's not good. Sorry about that. That's on the recording PC. The game didn't act like that. It was weird. Anyway, I was like, yeah, I've been doing these videos about, you know, 5 days a week. He's like, yeah, that's rough, man. That's like playing this game every day is rough. I mean, obviously I don't play it every day, but I play it a lot more than I used to. And in fact, there's a reason that I put it down for a while, because it'll get to you. Sometimes you gotta take a break. And you will feel like you lose progression. You'll feel like you lose, you know, you kind of fall back. But at the same time, You'll gain that sanity back, and that's always good. There's nothing here. It's cleaned out. And it doesn't seem to be done by scavs, which is scary. Now, we have a little bit of money on our kit. It's not a ton. But yeah, this is all toast. Orthodontics is not... It's not worth much. But you trade those and shampoos and you get an AVS. It's like 5 orthodontics toothpaste and then... Not regular toothpaste, but orthodontics toothpaste. And 7 shampoos. And that's 1 AVS, which is a tier 5 armor. It's pretty good. If I were you guys, I'd start collecting those. Or at least think about it. Can I just have these? Somebody looted all this and missed the adobos. Which actually is sort of a good thing, because it means I can still take this route and possibly find some decent stuff. I'm not going to promise anything, because that is kind of easy to miss. It is a syringe, and it sort of blends in with the medical board there. But, I mean, adobos isn't, you know, it's not worth a ton, but it's, there's no reason to leave it, like, ever. It's a 1-slot item usually, and if you're a PMC, you probably have an injector case, syringe case. It fits right in there. It's usually okay. We got 3 mags PS. That's... If somebody wants to fight with us, we can handle ourselves. I'd like a helmet. Other than that, this is a pretty stacked scav. We got a SKS. Those are grenades going off, right? Actually, no. You know what that is? Those are filing cabinets going off in the sawmill. That's right. I haven't heard those in a while. That's why it kind of threw me off. All these scavs are dead, man. I haven't heard this in a while, but that's the sound that that those make at distance right now, because for some reason they're broken as hell. Oh, this is actually an extraction. Okay, so I didn't realize we'd get... I mean, oh, we did kind of start in outskirts, but you know, this feels like an extraction I wouldn't normally get. Okay, I do want to check a few places before we leave, though. I may come back to this, considering how much time we have. We're kind of full. I mean, we've got 2 pieces of armor. It's not going to be worth much. They're just press armor. But I'll tell you right now, if you're going to be rolling armor, this press armor ain't bad. You're rolling like really cheap armor, because even though it's what, tier 3, it'll stop some bullets. All right, his gun got taken. Cause for some reason it's like thick. Ration supplies. That's gonna be food. Okay. So, can you... Thank you. We've got food we can chuck as well, if we need to. This is probably hit. 8 minutes. We're probably going to have to check that house and then come right back. Filling our inventory is main goal. Pretty much no matter what. Because the stuff we're going to find is not going to make us heavy. Almost ever. And we're just trying to maximize, you know. If we find like a lion, that's when we chuck the, that's when we chuck the armor. And we just kind of move it. We just move it, move it, move it. 7.5 minutes. I don't think that's going to be enough time to go all the way to Eastern Rocks and while looting everything. But I can check this. I can check the circle, and then I can come back and we should be fine. This is probably looted. Nope. Roly-poly, baby. Not worth a ton anymore this way, but hey man, that's good. We will absolutely 100% of the time accept people not knowing how to loot. Or not knowing where to look. 2 chainlets. Okay. Hi, Kara. You hungry? Is that why you bothered me? It is only not time. Not even close to time. Melt in the sun, melt in the sun. Who wants to come with me and melt in the sun? High in the sky, high in the sky. Who wants to come with me and hide in the sky? You and me can go outside and eat 'em, eat 'em, eat 'em, eat 'em, eat 'em, eat 'em. Alright. It's gonna have to be acceptable here. That can go, and that can go. We can take this. That's probably gonna be it though. Alright. Let's go. It's good enough. We'll manage. The pistol shot? Pistol shot at the village there? Okay. Hide in the sky, hide in the sky. Who wants to come with me and hide in the sky? It's scary not having these scavs alive though. Because that means they were late enough for them not to respawn, or maybe they just didn't respawn. Okay. What we probably should have done at the beginning was go check the Hunter Outcrop Lodge. See if we could have found some like night vision or suppressors. Those are probably hit too, but you know, doesn't hurt to check. And that was kind of on the way. Actually, I'm just gonna say it was on the way. Did I search this one? Yeah. Alright. For the circumstances... Oh, alright. Yeah, for the circumstances... This wasn't bad. This could have been way, 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 way worse. It could have been a lot better, but it could have been way, 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 way worse. So, I'm going to add all this up, and we'll be right back. Alright? Eldar Metanol. What a name. Be right back. And we're back. We're back. Hello. Alright. Got beard hairs. Mustache hairs. I've got... Man... Couple of things. You gotta make sure... Okay. I wish we could sell those. Couple of things. You gotta make sure to moisturize the beard and mustache. Not just for, like, you know, for it to look pretty, but my god, does it get dry under there. Especially if you live in a climate like the one I do. Because you just get stuff everywhere if you don't. I don't hear any scavs. It's a little scary. And I don't see any loot. Which is less scary and more frustrating. Because, like, this map's got to pay out at least once. Right? Granted, we've had some really good raids. So the reason we did this is because I have a T20 here. I can fit some decent stuff in here. I'll come back to this. No one's going to come loot this too badly. I'm going to just go check this out. We'll have options for other things as well, but my god. Am I packing slugs or... No, 7mm. Alright. 7mm. You know, honestly, it's not bad right now. So, all this talk about ballistics this wipe, let's talk about how ammo has changed because of that and whatnot. We didn't really talk too much about shotguns. Obviously, they added 50 caliber BMG to the game, which sort of changes some stuff. The AFAC is okay. But basically, we're dealing with the blunt damage from last wipe as well, which kind of puts a lot into play. So, obviously, blunt damage isn't going to be the biggest thing you want in ammo, but it will do the job. And if you can unload fast enough, right now we have a pump shotgun and not an automatic or a semi-auto, but it kind of still works. So what's the time? 15, kind of short. Eastern Rocks, that's good. War Mage is garbage. You can pick it up though. It's just ammo's not worth anything. Not for us, at least. Yeah, that's fine. Keeping the SVD low profile because that will probably get purchased. So it probably is good. Oh, snap. Let's go. That's what I'm talking about. Alright. It's something that is useful, especially because, speaking of, you know, ballistics and stuff, I'm wearing these stupid GSSHs. The SVDs are extremely popular because sniper rounds got the biggest benefit from ballistics change. So ballistics, for those that don't know, and you probably do, or maybe you've heard of it and don't really know what it means just yet. The ballistics changes that happened in the game, they changed how the bullets travel and how much damage they do. They sort of travel in the same direction, for the most part, in the same velocity and stuff like that. But the velocity does change how far it goes before it starts dropping. But also, what the biggest, most important part is the damage fall off based on how far a bullet travels. And every bullet is different, right? Well, every caliber is different. I don't think they changed how the bullets work individually within the same caliber. Because from what I understand, is the caliber is what matters, and the bullet itself is just kind of the damage stats. So, it does affect it, obviously. because you're dealing with how much damage they do. But for the most part, what you're dealing with is picking out which bullets do exactly what you need it to do at the range you're firing at. And because how well you can build a DMR, take that, that's fine. How well you can build a DMR pretty much makes semi-auto sniper rifles, or DMRs, the best in the game at the moment. PP's not bad, actually. We don't have an AK, though, so we're just picking this up just to pick it up. That's not terrible. Alright, that's good. Cool. So, what it changed was they created this sort of arc. And the arc is a lot more specific to the ammo. Okay, somebody's coming through here. So you want to look at, if you're looking at like what the most effective ammo is going to be, it's almost always in any game and any type of thing that creates a sort of realism, it's going to be a sniper rifle round, right? 7-in-1, what is that? PS is the new 7-in-1, that's what that is. That's just what they called it. They change the names all the time. You know, anything that goes in a Mosin, anything goes in SVD, anything goes in a not an M700, but those are still pretty good too. But basically, the ones that are loaded into most of the bolt action rifles and the SVDs, more importantly. So that's going to be that's the way it should be, right? It should do the most damage at the most range and have the most range of capability. The problem is that because, sorry, I'm distracted. There's like, I keep feeling like I'm hearing things because I hate these headphones. The thing is, because of how you can build a weapon in this game, and because of just kind of how the game works, based on how well you can whip, you know, you can whip right there and just shoot. Even with a big SVDS, even though you're not really, you shouldn't be able to do that, right? I shouldn't be able to just go pow 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 pow, right? An SVDS is it's gonna have some kick. It's gonna have some power behind it. So for you to take it around like you're rolling an M4 and using it as a full-on assault rifle, it's not gonna work. But like I said, because of the way you can build it, you can whip that, and you can pretty much rapid fire the thing, and it's not going to affect you too much. In fact, because of how they change the bullets and how they work and how that affects your recoil, it's actually more effective than an M4, which is kind of crazy. And I'm talking about effectiveness, obviously, at a medium to close range. Because while the M4 has always been a little bit too long-ranged for this game, right? You can build the Colt out to be pretty, you know, DMR-like, and have it be used for ranged rifles, but that's usually left to like Stoner and to some of the bigger, more barreled rifles. Either way, you can build it out to be a pretty decently ranged rifle. However, the biggest problem is that they only really hurt things like assault rifles, like automatic assault rifles like this, and pretty much anything that goes full auto is very much affected. However, what got the biggest effect was the 5.56 ammo. We talked about that, I think, last episode. I don't think it's fully on purpose, though. I do think that the ammo is bugged. This guy's gonna get me killed. I think the ammo is bugged because sometimes you can just shoot people right in the face, and it's fairly consistent, which is why I can say this with confidence. Fairly consistent to where you can shoot somebody in the face and it won't hurt them. And most people will say that, like, oh, they really nerfed the 5.56 ammo. They did, but that should never matter, because I mean, the amount of times that many of my friends and I have killed people with small Makarov PM rounds to ultimate Giga Chads by shooting them in the face, whether they had a face mask on or not, should tell you that it doesn't matter what you shoot them with. It doesn't matter what you shoot them with. As long as you hit them in the face, you're good. It'll be effective. 2 horsies. Uh-oh. Seven minutes. Damn it. Last time we did this, I had like 8 minutes when I went to go check the diving board. I might not be able to check it this time. What I can do is use a flashlight. Oh, dang it. Alright, this was checked. Alright, kind of an issue. BP isn't super terrible. Yeah, I'm gonna spend some time here because we're not making it to diving board. Although we might, actually. If I was quick. It's looted. Dang, this all got wiped up here, huh? I don't think I'm gonna risk it. Our backpack is technically full. We're gonna go check the tech supply. Yeah, we'll go check the tech supply, and that should fulfill the rest of our time. Sorry, my brain is all over the place right now. I'm thinking about like how ballistics works now. I want to explain it to everybody, but I also don't want to insult anybody at the same time. And I'm trying to also listen because I don't know if you guys get the same sort of experience with these GSSHs. Oh, I probably should just take them off. But it's a slot that I wouldn't have filled. But basically, it feels like it adds sounds. Weirdly. I feel like I'm hearing things that I just either don't exist or I shouldn't be hearing. And that makes me super paranoid. Versus like, the tactical sports or the Contact 2s or the what are the other ones? The ones I really like. I forget what they're called. But those all like they feel like it gives it a nice more even compression. Like it keeps it towards a mid-range, but it still has like a wide enough berth to where you're not just hearing everything extremely loud. Nothing there. It's a bunch of ammo. That's what I'm worried about. Ammo's not gonna give us much money. Nipper's not terrible. Ooh. Ooh, okay. Alright. That's not bad, that's not bad, that's not bad. Three minutes. Okay, this may make up some money here. Ooh, actually, hold on. That Ash 12 mag is pretty good. We'll get rid of... I think those are selling better. Yeah, so Ash 12s are very hard to come by, or Ash 12 mags and everything are pretty hard to come by, so actually pretty useful. I'm just giving my Scav a little bit of metabolism stats here. You never know when you might need it. Somehow get into a raid that's like kind of long, maybe a lighthouse raid, and you know, you don't want to get hungry. You gotta get your snacks. Alright, we got the time, might as well check this. Is this threaded? No. Ooh. 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 Not too terrible, huh? This... I don't think it's worth much. But... I'm gonna try to find out anyway. Because you never know. Alright, here we go. People might be still doing... Oh, but you don't even need that, huh? So the DVL... The DVL build for Gunsmith, I believe, is a loud DVL. This is for a suppressed DVL. So I don't think it'll be worth much. But, I mean, you know... It is a gun part for a very popular gun that people do like, so maybe it'll be okay. But hey, we found some decent weapons. We got a Bulbex, we got fuel. I'm gonna be using that fuel because it's expensive. It's actually not too bad. This is a pretty decent raid. We got a nice U-lock. It could be a lot worse. It could really be a lot worse. So, with that being said, I'm gonna count this up. I think we did okay. I think we did alright. Anyway, thank you all so much for watching. I appreciate you. I have been Danotage, and please give the video a like. If you don't like it, then give it a dislike. Either way, make sure you subscribe to the channel, and we'll see you all next time. Goodbye.